So let's actually show you guys real quick. Let's go to the website. Let's go to Amazon and let's see how much it costs for an iPhone 7. So the new iPhone 7, it says it costs $710 for the rose gold one. Okay, so $710. That's not the cheapest price though. If you buy it on swappa.com, let me show you guys how much it'll cost. This is actually very important. Watch this. I haven't used Swap in a while because I do have two phones right now, so I don't really need another phone. But if it comes down 2-3 years from the future, I'll probably buy a new phone and maybe, try to resell my phone or just, give it to one of my family members, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Because, I would want the better specs, 3 years from now or 2 years from now. Alright, let's show you guys, though, the iPhone 7, how much it costs on swappa.com. I might have had to put iPhone together, but maybe it'll probably figure it out. Alright, so I had to fix the zoom for you guys because the page automatically goes to really, really big page. So there is the proper zooming for the YouTube video. So we're on swappa.com and I'm going to show you guys how much it cost for the iPhone 7. So on Amazon it's $710. Now look at these prices. You can buy it for $550 Verizon, AT&T $465, T-Mobile $480, Sprint $480. You can get it unlocked for any carrier, $530, $570. So you'll be saving lots of money if you buy it on Swappa versus Amazon. But then there's also, let's see how much it actually costs on Verizon to, buy on the next iPhone with your, let's see if they're even close to their $27. So how do you do this? Okay, so you have to click on shop plans, shop phones. So let's say I want the iPhone 7. It's going to cost you $27 a month, and you're required for 2 years to keep the same plan though. That's the problem though. You are required to pay that for 2 years. Let me show you guys. So yeah, the iPhone 7, they're charging $650 for it, which is not too bad, but it's not like a good deal for $650. But let's just show you, right here. So Verizon, it costs $550. But you could even probably get it for $500 if you tried really hard. You could probably get the iPhone 7 for $500. So you'd be saving yourself $150. So yeah, $27.08 a month for 24 months is $650. But on swappa.com, it costs $550 easily. So you save $100 buying it on Swappa. Or if you even, bargain a little bit more, then you could probably get it for, just $500 or $525. So I do recommend buying it. If you're going to buy a phone, buy it on swappa.com. Then let's talk about The Verge. So why every US carrier suddenly changed their unlimited plan this week? Okay, it's been a weird week in the world of major cell providers. After years of moving away from offering unlimited plans after the rise of hungry data smartphones, Verizon announced out of the blue on Sunday it'd be offering a new unlimited plan to customers again. T-Mobile, who had previously led the way by removing tiered data back in January, updated its own unlimited plan to match. The move was followed by Sprint and AT&T by the end of the week. Verizon's unexpected move in offering unlimited data for the first time since discontinuing the plan back in 2011. So they're basically saying the same information. Seems to be the factor that caused the rest of the carriers to follow suit. But the question remains, why? Verizon has famously spent the past several years doing everything in its power to limit and raise prices on the last few grandfather unlimited plans. It even recently ran a TV ad campaign arguing that unlimited data plans were costly and causes customers to pay for data they never used. I did read something about that. So yeah, basically I heard that 50% of Verizon's data is spent on the grandfathered plan, which is only being used by 10% of customers, or maybe it's only 5%. It's really, really low percentage of the customers, but they're using 50% of all the data for Verizon. It's kind of funny. To be honest, if I had the grandfather plan, I'd be, giving everyone data all the time and doing whatever I could possibly do to use as much data as well. Why not? If Verizon's going to offer that, you might as well do it. But Verizon shouldn't try to, scam you out of that, because they also are charging you a lot of money for that. So what prompted this about face that offers not just its first real unlimited plan in over half a decade, but one with prices and perks so generous that T-Mobile, Sprint, and to a lesser extent AT&T spent scrambling to match it. The simple answer is competition. T-Mobile, for all its underdog nipping at Verizon's heels, it's slowly catching up to Verizon. While it still doesn't have nearly the customer base, T-Mobile is at least putting up a good fight with Verizon when it comes to coverage, speed, and reliability. Verizon perceived network advantage is no longer strong enough to keep its best customers on unattractive rate plans, and it was focused to respond, reports BTIG analyst Walter, which, along with T-Mobile announcing a record porting ratio against Verizon in quarter 1 2017, may explain Verizon's sudden change in the attitude. And these are the porting ratio rates right over here, in case you guys are wondering. That's supported by T-Mobile's own reports. The company specifically noted that porting rates from all other carriers have improved since it started, only offering unlimited plans with taxes and fees included in the plan price on January 22nd. Last quarter, now this is actually really important news. This is why I'm reading you guys this article. T-Mobile also gained about 1.2 million new subscribers. That is actually very important. Nearly doubling Verizon's 591,000 new customers. So T-Mobile is currently growing at a rate almost twice as fast as Verizon. T-Mobile is faster right now growing. So maybe they'll be neck and neck sometime. We'll have to see though. Verizon has also experienced a decline in wireless revenue every quarter in 2016 when compared to the numbers from 2015, when T-Mobile saw year-over-year growth in the same time period. After Verizon dropped the news, everything else was reactionary. The company announced an unlimited plan to better keep up with T-Mobile, which is generally viewed as more consumer-friendly and increasingly competitive. Less than 24 hours later, T-Mobile upgrades its unlimited plan to match Verizon's and adds HD video streaming. Why don't they ever tell you if it's 720p or 1080p? That's all that people care about. I don't know why. And 10 gigabytes of LTE tethering along with the limited time discount. Sprint, which previously offered a more restrictive unlimited plan, similar to T-Mobile, adds similar tethering and HD video feature, with an even cheaper deal, albeit a temporary one, to try and stand out from the crowd. Comparing the plans by feature, Verizon and T-Mobile have roughly the same offerings: unlimited full-speed data on everything including HD video and 10 gigabytes of LTE tethering, which is actually really good, backed by unlimited 3G speeds. T-Mobile was quick to one-up Verizon in a few ways. It deprioritizes data after 28 gigabytes, so you get 6 gigabytes more, are consumed compared to Verizon's 22 gigabyte soft cap, which is actually pretty good, and currently is the cheaper plan at $70 a line. $100 for 2, $160 for 4 lines, including all taxes and fees. Verizon, on the other hand, charges $80 for 1 line, $140 for 2 lines, $180 for 4 lines. I don't know why they say 3 lines. I think it's maybe the same price for 3 to 4 lines. We'll have to figure that out, though. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying right here. Sprint's plan is currently the cheapest. I was clearly right. I knew that, though. Sprint's is a watered-down version of that. Unlimited data, but streaming is capped at 8 megabytes per second speeds, which is faster than what I currently have in my house. Right now I have about 2 megabyte up and download, which is really, really, really slow. 8 megabytes way faster. If I could even get 5 to 6, I would appreciate that. But I get I get 2 megabytes right now on my internet at my house. While music tops out at 1.5 megabytes. That's still good. Music doesn't need super, super fast speeds. I mean, it does use a lot of data though, but it doesn't need tons and tons of speed. The plan does offer HD video. Once you've used up your 10 gigabytes of LTE tethering, Sprint bumps you down to 2G speeds, not 3G. Still, it's currently the cheapest, starting at limited time promotion of $50 per month. So yeah, The Verge does do better reporting than the USA Today. They're more accurate. Plus taxes and fees. Alongside an even more spectacular deal that gets 5 lines for $95. That's exactly what I was talking about. $95. Get the Sprint plan. If you can, get the Sprint plan. If you can't, then get Verizon, T-Mobile, or AT&T. But, get the Sprint plan if you can, if your phone works on that carrier. And fees per month. Both of these prices will only last until March 31st, 2018, after which they go up. As for AT&T, it seems it's not keen on playing the game. The company previously only offered a $100 per month plus taxes and fees unlimited plan, but only for DirecTV customers. Following the announcement of improved plans by other major carriers this week, AT&T made the unlimited plan open to everyone, which is actually really good. I've also heard from people that use AT&T, I've heard that the data is not even, limited that much. I've heard of someone that used 112 gigabytes in a month using AT&T. Depends on where you are and if they try to deprioritize you or not. You might have to just try every carrier, figure out which one is going to deprioritize you, what kind of speeds. That's the most important thing. You got to figure out what kind of speeds you're going to get. Are they going to deprioritize you once you hit after the 20 gigabytes? It's usually 22 to 28 gigabytes. So some plans are 22, 22, 26, and the 28. But it's still the most expensive and least featured of all the four major carriers. But I've also heard that it's unlimited, more unlimited than the other features because you're going to get more data, which might be worth it. It looks as if AT&T is simply trying to maintain an appearance of feature parity to keep up their existing customer base satisfied. And on a purely speculative mode, it's possible the shift to unlimited plans could be a savvy move by carriers as the future 5G transition somewhere down the line begins. I'm really excited for 5G though. I think it'll be good. By offering unlimited 4G internet now, carriers can get their loyalty and service of new customers with plans that in all likelihood won't transfer over to the new faster speed, or the new faster standard. But given that any kind of usable consumer 5G is still years away, this isn't really anything more than an interesting observation for now. Yeah, I really haven't got too much knowledge about 5G speeds. I've heard of people that do have it, but we'll have to see. Looking at this past week, one thing is clear. Competition is good for consumers, at least on the surface level, when forced to operate in an actual open market where consumers have access to multiple services and can choose between them. Companies are forced to improve their services they offer. It's a lesson that we can only hope one day trickles to wired internet as well. Alright, and then the last thing I want to show you guys in this video is my new Patreon account. So it's patreon.com/legendaryjustin. Just go check out my Patreon. I would really appreciate it if you would become a Patreon and donate a few dollars to my YouTube channel every month, because I actually do this as a living. I don't have anything else. All I do is YouTube for my living. I make videos every day, spend tons and tons of hours making these YouTube videos, and I really want to start making some YouTube money, at least to be able to pay for my microphones and my computers, SD chips, phones, TVs, everything. Right now I've only got one Patreon, but it's really nice. I do have one. It's John Block. He donated $10, and then because Patreon takes a cut, it's only $9, but it's still really good. So you'll only lose $1. So the first plan is $3 a month, and then $5, $10, $20, and then $100. And I've got the other Verizon unlimited data with Sprint, T-Mobile. I'll talk about all the plans in this video, but this plan was more on Verizon mostly. Also, if you guys want to make a Patreon, you can make one just as a new Facebook. You don't have to make it as just trying to have people donate money to your Patreon. You can make it where people just go there and try to follow you and stuff like that. I wish there would be a free option. There's not currently, but there should be a free version, but there's not. But the thing about it is, it's way better than Facebook because there's no ads, and you don't have to see all your annoying Facebook posts all the time. People are talking about sex and masturbating and all this dirty stuff. So yeah, the Patreon's a lot more, right to the point. It also does cut out a lot of that sexual stuff on Facebook, which is really good. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys in my next video, and peace.